devs are definitely up there. But now we have Team Mirage and Team Canyon loaded up onto the map. It'll be the Viper again from Skadoodle. Very interesting to see him adapt some of that knowledge coming out from the devs. Entity really loving that Viper. We've seen that a little bit in Group B, and now we'll see Skadoodle bring it to the forefront of the competition. But will Team Canyon show us that they are the better team here? We'll have to see as Mirage starting on the defender side.
I think that we see lots of fans of Team Canyon in the chat. Welcome Apex Legends fans, whether you like Dizzy, Mendo, Kellar, Synced, or Aceu, the star of this team. We welcome you to the ESPN Esports Invitational. The showdown of the showdown. We got Battle of the Battle Royales yesterday. Today we get CounterStrike versus Apex Legends here. Team Mirage representing the CounterStrike community. Team Canyon representing Apex Legends. And I'm going to shut up and let my play-by-play commentator do his job, because we see some early action here in mid around split.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick funnel through, looking for that mid control, but it'll be a quick back away as well nonetheless. And Team Canyon securing that open frag will net them an opportunity to potentially push on in onto B. They're going to make their way through a garage, maybe take a quick pit stop, oil up, ready to go, as it'll be Brax waiting on the other side. Camera going to be taken down. Cyber Cage will pop up as well. Aceu waiting in the wings onto ropes, and the swing around the corner will find Skadoodle as Kellar and friends now ready for a push onto that B site. They're going to start from the rafters. Brax will open up with a frag onto Dizzy. Then now a 3v3. Brax will continue the fight. Kellar will trade away with Hiko. Then now it's Battle of the Ciphers with Kellar coming out on top. Spike has been planted, and it'll be all up to nothing on the Brimstone. Can he make it work? No, he cannot, as Aceu will clean things up. And Team Canyon starting strong on the attacker side at half.
Good work there from Team Canyon. They needed that round. Kellar again clutching out part of that into that injury as they look to get that plant onto the B site. Canyon now with the eco advantage. They will be buying SMGs. I would assume we will see Dizzy buy here also. And now they should be able to get this second round, unless the Thrifty comes through, unless Team Mirage is able to do some work. See the shorty from nothing, and pretty standard all across the board, sans that gun.
Now the hold here. Up in heaven, rafters, whatever you want to call it. And Dizzy will be looking for that opportunity to push in onto ropes. The flash will come up, but the slow orb will stop that push. It's now Team Mirage still holding on to this angle. And Team Canyon, 2 on the other side, 1 through sewers, and that'll be Skadoodle, who's waiting with the Viper on that A site, but still Team Canyon a little bit split on where they want to go, literally on the map split. As now the push comes in from Dizzy. Toxic Screen not really going to connect. Up from above is nothing, but it'll be quickly taken down. Now Team Mirage down 2 members. Team Canyon will look poised to push onto the A side. However, the spike is on the other side. So now the quick rotation comes in. Who can beat them to the punch first? Team Mirage now down a member yet again. A 2v5. And Dizzy will continue the damage as Synced now pinching in from behind. It'll be AZK, the last member remaining, gets the kill onto Dizzy. Business as usual, but from behind will be Synced, and dinked a little bit. AZK has to back away, heals himself a little bit, but Aceu will finish things off, securing the first 2 rounds. And on the attacker side at that, has to feel pretty good about that. Team Canyon really happy with their performance to start things off. And now, full buys across the board should be the name of the game for both teams. Skadoodle here with the Guardian, as well as the Bulldog and a couple of Phantoms. Nothing opting in for that Vandal. Team Canyon feeling pretty good about these first 2 rounds.
Now we'll see with the even gun round if Team Mirage can even things back out and try to make up for those early losses on the attacker side. You don't feel good giving up defender losses on split. That is for certain. We've seen them play a little bit also in their streams, POV. Lots of people have played split. There was a couple of days actually in the beta where I think they front-loaded it, where you got it very frequently because it's obviously randomized when you queue unless you're in a custom. So we've seen plenty of play on split in pickup games, but not a lot in professional play as people like to ban it out. It is definitely the least favorite among the 3 maps among professional players across the board. And now let's see what Team Canyon will do here, if they will make this mid push or if they will rotate towards B.
Team Canyon still feeling pretty good about their start, and Team Mirage will look to hold them off. The Blaze Wall going to come out here as well. They're still pushing through the smoke. No one's on the other side. Nothing with a quick molly. And now the swing with the Vandal. Will he have enough damage or will he be taken down? As Team Canyon have one in the cubby up here. Brax finding one. Nothing AZK to follow. And Mendo will be the second last one to follow. Aceu now the last member remaining as Team Mirage successfully hold off a push from Team Canyon and will very likely put a round on the board for themselves, starting us off at 1-2. And Aceu will look to save his Spectre. Pretty good start here. Both teams still very, very competitive. Team Canyon have more than enough for a full buy, and we'll see still another round with full weapons from both teams. But Team Canyon looking to add as many rounds on the board as possible in this first half to have an even better second half.
Truly a better final than I think any of us could have imagined when we found out this would be the way that we go. We got to see Dev and Mirage, for those just tuning in. Dev and Mirage play in the semifinals because Dev plays second in their group after losing to Canyon in the first part of yesterday's matches. So Dev Mirage, which ended 13-11 with Mirage advancing. Then we saw Canyon take on Team Heroes, also 13-11. The Overwatch influencers participating on the Team Heroes team were very good at what they did. We saw Boostio really be one of the stars of this tournament. And now we will see if Team Canyon can push forward. Seen some of the players on this team like Kellar really have incredible tournaments. Obviously Dizzy, quite known, having a good game here. Kellar's been really impressive throughout all of this.
He's definitely a player that I will look to see if he decides to announce his professional intentions in Valorant. I'm not sure if he has quite yet. Maybe you can clarify that. But if he decides to do so, I think Kellar will be a pretty worthy pickup. Maybe not always top fragging like we say. He's got so much potential when it comes to those clutch scenarios. But on the opposite side for Team Mirage, we've got the clutch master himself, Hiko. As now a big push comes in from Team Canyon. Aceu will lead the charge. Kellar will follow through, and now a 3v5. Team Mirage are left back on that B site. The rotation will come through. Let's see how they handle this plan.
I know exactly where you are.
Now with the neural theft, they will have information here for Team Mirage. Hiko sitting back towards the spawn. We're looking to back off at this point. Not the best to use. Rather, that was a Team Canyon neural theft. I think that was a small bug on our end. And now they will back off and save for Team Mirage, keep their weapons, and hold it out. Hopefully not get exit fragged here for anyone as Team Canyon rotates back towards spawn.
Pretty standard stuff, but considering it is split, I feel like Team Canyon may be in Team Mirage's head just a little bit. This does not feel like the Team Mirage that we know. Invitational after invitational, coming out in dominating performance, but maybe it's just Team Canyon who have had so much time now to practice. Time and time again now, they will be able to take Mirage round after round, and They have to be pretty proud of themselves for making it this far, taking that Haven map up against Mirage, and now on Split, a very interesting start of events here as Mendo pre-fires onto that A site.
As we went through map selection earlier, there was sort of this onus that if we ended up in this position and Team Canyon, the winner of the second match, did get this side selection, there was a little bit of a groan among them that they were going to have to play attacker side on Split. But we see them coming out swinging. They are doing quite well here. And now we will see Aceu get this first frag. Nothing does get one onto Aceu, but Mendo trades. Now 4v3 for Team Canyon as they look to push onto A site, get the plant here, and then force Mirage to make the decision, do you want to retake or otherwise?
Still a 3v4 though, very doable for Mirage. Mendo able to resurrect Aceu. Now things are starting to look a little rough, but ACK will quickly answer back, taking out his alter ego and Mendo. Now Hiko here, ready with that fault line to open up the site. A couple more pieces of utility used here. As we'll see AZK up in heaven, ready to hold off. You'll find Synced in the process. Heals himself up a little bit. Hiko there still providing, but it'll be the rolling thunder, that breach v breach action that we've been waiting for. But AZK will save Hiko's life. And now the neural theft will find the last two remaining members. One last member remaining up in heaven. But it'll be the quick shot coming out from Aceu. Now he's looking for more, but Hiko will turn the favor back around as Team Mirage put up round number 2 for themselves and start to even things out up against Team Canyon.
We will see Team Canyon have enough economy to be able to buy here. It will not soil it too poorly for them. Now they're going to need to win this round, or they're going to be in a very different position here as we move into what would be round 6, or in what would be round 7 in that situation. This is round 6 now. Truly, the Canyon performance over Team Dev was somewhat foreshadowing for what we may get here. I think many people were stunned to see any of the teams compete against Team Dev. Obviously, Llama and Battlegrounds didn't do so well, but Mendo with those 2 frags on with the op as he entries into sight. AZK, Hiko, and Brax are going to have to make this fast rotation if they want to do anything here. Wall up from Mendo. Not many ways to get into this A site if you are Team Mirage.
It will be Mendo still holding that angle. What a phenomenal way to open up the site. A couple of quick kills, and there's going to be kill number 3 for himself, finding one up in heaven. Definitely don't want to be looking down into the face of Mendo on the operator, something I'd definitely be deathly afraid of. But now the smokes come through, and Team Mirage still thinking that this is doable as they are prepared for a push from heaven. But Team Canyon will hold fast. Now Mirage deciding to back away, rightfully so, to save those weapons, and it will be 2-4 over to the favor of Team Canyon. As we inch ever so slightly round by round, Team Canyon are looking better and better and better. And you have to wonder, will Team Mirage be able to stop this confidence coming out from Team Canyon? We'll only have to see.
What a statement it would be, though, from Team Canyon if they were able to win this match. We have seen invitational after invitational after invitational won by CounterStrike players over the last couple of weeks. We even saw a show match that was this Team Canyon team against the Liquid CounterStrike team, and it was not the 1-to-1 Team Canyon team, but the core here, as you can imagine. And we saw the Team Liquid CounterStrike team run them over 3-0. So if you are Team Canyon, you want to win over these former CSGO pros. You want that statement victory. And it's very surprising to see them putting up so many rounds on the attack side here against Team Mirage.
They fought their way through so many opponents. Team Llama giving them a run for their money. Team Battlegrounds, even Team Heroes along the way. And now here they are, Team Canyon, map 3 of the grand finals against what is currently maybe the best team in Valorant that has been put together. And they're leading by 2 rounds. Hiko waiting in the wings, up in rafters. Viper Spit going to be used on that A site, and now Team Canyon relatively forced to push onto B. We'll see if that's what they decide to do. But they will back away now. And when they make their way over to that A site, they'll be greeted by Jacob's Jello, as was what we're going to call the Viper Spit. And they may say, hey, I'm not really interested in hopping in that, but we'll see how they deal with it when they make their way over.
There are 2 abilities in this game I refuse to call by their real names. Viper Spit, which I just said it there for real. It is definitely, it looks like a big thing of gelatin from The Office. And then the other is the Boom Buddy from Rays, which is, there's only one name you can call it, and that would be a Roomba. But we do see Team Canyon try to get this defuse. Good from nothing there to call out that orbital strike. Hiko gets frag onto Mendo. That should prevent the plant, and Mirage has a round on the board.
It all unraveled very quickly right before our eyes. You thought Team Canyon had it in the bag, but Team Mirage was very quick to answer back. Now 3-4. As still full weapons available, but Team Mirage not really a lot in the bank. Nothing in Skad, down to 2,300 and 1,700 respectively. We'll see if they commit to a buy. It will be the rest of the team chipping in for a birthday party surprise. The Vandal and the Phantom coming out. Good to have teammates that are willing to spend money. My teammates never buy me weapons in Valorant. So good to see that here coming out from Team Mirage, as we see now Team Canyon taking control of that mid location.
I just want some Fs in the chat that Simo's teammates never buy him a weapon. How selfish. But let's see here what they will do. We do see 3 people sitting in garage for Team Canyon. Spread out over the course. Picked up Spike here from them. As they move towards B site, they're going to drop Spike again. Ska does get an opening frag onto Aceu over to A site. Maybe Ska will think now that there will be far behind, but now they will know that there is not indeed.
Wow, there's a Venn diagram here on the B side. There's 3 cyber cages just locked and loaded, but Team Canyon start to be falling apart as Team Mirage will look to clean them up. They'll back away over through Scuttle, and that'll be Ska who's waiting on the other side. Mendo with the quick scope, but we're looking from Hiko's perspective as he holds on to that B site. Mendo now in rotation. They'll make quick work through the sewers, hopefully make their way onto that A site, but it'll be Team Mirage that are waiting there, but the resurrection can start to even things out. Aceu will come back online. Wake up from a bad dream that was his death earlier on in the round, but with 10 seconds remaining, they won't have the time to plant. They won't have the time to push in. And Team Mirage will even us out at 4-4.
Good job by Mirage. Gaining back a little bit of momentum. Whether they can carry it through and make this 8-4, we will see. Still enough economy on the side of Team Canyon to buy weapons. More than enough in the case of Kellar. Look at that 9,500 cred. Stacking it up like he is a piggy bank. And I'm sure that as we progress throughout this match, that Team Canyon will be busting that piggy bank open with a hammer. But let's see if the economy can go further down for them, if Mirage can punish them. Let's go ahead and continue to watch as we see 3 members of Team Mirage here. Hold up mid. We see a wall come up from Team Canyon. Or from Team Mirage. Sorry, that was an ACK wall. Now we wait for the Canyon push.
They're all squared up and ready to go. I believe this may be the eco for them. We'll have to see as they're now ready on the other side. 2 rounds in a row, but the operator here from Mendo tells me it's not an eco. They're ready to frag out and ready to dine in the halls of legends today. As nothing waiting in the wings. A shot will come through. Mendo will find Ska. And now things start to open up. Mendo sprinting through the smoke, looking for that control. Aceu will find yet another. And now a 3v5 with Team Mirage at a disadvantage. Can they break open the site? We'll have to see.
Canyon with a good hold here. Synced with a frag onto AZK. Hiko returns with one on Aceu of his own. Another for Hiko, but Synced gets Brax in the meantime. It is the Hiko 1v3, and while he's been clutch this entire tournament, this is a hard one. He does get hit with that tracking dart. He does get sprayed a little bit through that wall. Now he's just got all sorts of members only to die, waiting for him on a site. Team Canyon now 5-4 on attacker side.
I would be lying if I didn't think that this is how this was going to end up. The past two maps have been relatively similar, back and forth between these two teams. Team Canyon really showing that the underdog has some bite, as they're still fighting hard on this attacker side at half, and you can only imagine how much easier things will start to become for them when the side swap. But here they are, ready for that A push. Curveball coming through. Poison Cloud gonna stop the push, but they're still ready on the other side. As it is Synced who's waiting through mid, maybe watching out for any of those rotations. Mendo on the operator, looking up ramp. As they now look to start to get a little bit aggressive and are interested in pushing in onto the site. But again, it's Skaz, Pesky. I don't know why my brain turned off there for 1 second, but Team Canyon not turned off at all, as they are now pushing up onto the ramp, ready and activated to fight on Team Mirage. Let's see how they do.
See Mendo just looking for this pick here, and he does get fragged by AZK with a nice headshot from the Phantom before he's able to get that op shot off. Dizzy with 2. Ska and Brax, though, have other ideas here, and now in a 2v2 situation between Canyon and Mirage.
Yeah, very doable here from Mirage, but now the pull away from Canyon as they rotate over to Raptors, but Neural Theft going to find things out. Ska gonna walk past the operator, opting in for that rifle action. The spike will be planted down beneath Heaven, and we'll see how Team Mirage answer back as they push together through Heaven. It will be Synced who's waiting in that little alleyway behind the B site, as Mirage now are checking their corners carefully. Unfortunately, Brax losing his hat, but not losing faith as they find 2, and now Team Mirage back on the board. 5-5 apiece. 2 rounds left in the half. They are keeping it quite close to Team Canyon, Jacob.
Impressive play from both sides here in terms of keeping it close. We thought that Canyon may be able to steamroll some of that momentum, but indeed Mirage has scaled back and forth, punching blows. No boxer out at this point, though. No one's gotten that sweet KO. Even across the board, and I don't think you could ask for a better final after seeing these two teams take 1 map each earlier, and now they are tied.
I wonder if Scott intended for that toxic screen to go that way. The Poison Cloud's still going to connect, and Team Canyon beating their head against the wall, still looking for that push onto A, but now things start to look bright for them as Mendo will find the kill onto Scott. Now holding on to Heaven, missing that quick shot, and nothing will find an answer back for that kill earlier onto Scott. The slow orbs galore populate the Heaven floor, and AZK will be here waiting in the wings. Brax with a frag as well, and another on the ropes, putting Team Canyon on the ropes. The shot from the operator not going to connect as Team Mirage are poised to take the round. Spike hidden behind the A site. Mendo boosting himself up, finding a kill onto AZK. The smoke as well going to dissuade him from looking further. A couple of shots ring out, and he tried to hop on up there, but the earlier playground days not going to help him up, as now he's looking for another opportunity to still clutch this out. We saw it last game. Will we see it again here? As he's checking every possible corner, but with 30 seconds remaining, it may be the impossible. And now finally, the moment we've been waiting for, he's going to look through the window ever so slightly, maybe even send out a pre-fire shot, but the rest of the team being very, very careful, not going to connect with the shot, and Hiko will find that last final kill. giving the lead over to Team Mirage.
You would think if you were Mendo there, you would just take that expensive weapon and run away. But he had other ideas. He wanted to try to get that clean up. He did not have the spike. He could not plant there. And instead, he gets fragged out through the wall.
That goes there.
6-5 advantage for Team Mirage now.
Cage triggered.
Definitely boding well here for Team Mirage. Every single time the Team Canyon thinks that they have an advantage or think that they have the opportunity to turn things around, Team Mirage is right back where they want them. Team Canyon still not letting up. Down around, but not down and out.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Still determined for this A push, as now there are 3 members ready for the defense. It'll be Nothing who's waiting in the wings. Orbital Strike gonna make things a little interesting. He hops on out, but it won't be the kill. In fact, it'll be Breach. Dizzy manages to find that one. Now a 4v5 as they brute force their way through. Kellar finding one. Now a 3v5 through the smoke. A couple of shots ring out, and kills will follow suit. And a 2v4. Team Mirage on the ropes. As Hiko defends heaven, Mendo will find another. And unfortunately now on the side of Team Mirage, they'll have to back away. As Hiko will be taken down and Team Canyon rounded back up. Our first half now complete, putting us at 6-6. Could we have not asked for a more even game? Both teams are neck and neck and are looking for the victory.
And now can Team Canyon show what they did yesterday against Team Dev? Yesterday, if you missed it, first of all, welcome to the ESPN Esports VALORANT Invitational. We enjoy having you here. Thank you for being here. But first of all, if you missed yesterday, Canyon plowed the developers on this map on defense side. It was very, very one-sided for Team Canyon. Huge upset in that group. Everyone thought that Team Dev would be advancing to the finals. Many of them thought that they would be the ones to win it all. But Canyon had that upset yesterday and showed that their defensive side is very, very strong on this map.
And now they're ready to do so as we see utility across the board. Barrier orb after barrier orb. They're actually just layered on top of each other. And that'll be a few kills coming out from the side of Team Canyon. They look to dominate and decimate. And with one last member remaining, it's Ska that's taken down. And the flawless round starting us off in the first half.
Well, I answered my own question there, I think, with that flawless round. They definitely are good at defense, and I understand it is just a pistol round. We'll see when in 2 rounds when real guns start coming out on both sides. But my goodness, look at Canyon with that flawless pistol round to start things off.
I don't remember what pre-show this was, but somebody said that Team Canyon very used to the idea of ultimates in an FPS shooter, for them a battle royale. But they are showing that they can go toe-to-toe with some of the best, especially some of the best from CSGO. But Team Mirage still in this fight, down around, and are looking for a big swing here. Headshot coming out onto Aceu as they have control of mid, but Syncdez will answer back very quickly. Molotov bounced off the floor, going to stop that push. Don't want to get roasted as Dizzy will find a kill through the chaos. And now a 4v3 as Team Mirage are trying to push on it.
Kellar again just making good work for it. He does trade 2 for 1. His life for 2 other frags. And now Ska sitting with that Spectre that he picked up. He does have the spike. He could do something here. You do see a rotation from Team Canyon into A. Likely, now they're rotating back through the vent. Ska is going to have to be quick here if he wants to be able to get a plant before this rotation's complete, but they're just sitting in vent waiting to know where he goes. Will he go A or will he go B? He's decided that he is going to sit here on B site with very little time. He's going to have to get the plant. Now they're pushing into B site after not hearing an A plant. But it may be too late for Skadoodle. He is trying to play against this timer, but it may not be in his favor. As 2 are pushing from heaven, all they have to do is look down at him. Breach flash coming in, and Mendo cleans him up. Nice defuse. 8-6 now for Canyon over Mirage.
You said it before, and I'll say it again. Canyon on defense, especially on split, are not to be messed with. Team Mirage need to go back to the drawing board with the rounds remaining and think, how are we going to clean this up, as Team Canyon are feeling themselves to the absolute maximum here. 2 rounds up. Good start to the half. Obviously, weapons are now ready to get locked and loaded across the board for both of these teams. And we'll see how Team Mirage are able to answer back themselves. Are they able to be as successful on attack as Team Canyon were? We had a 6-6 half. Can Mirage do the same? We'll see now as they're spread across the map, waiting for that little bit of information from either side, and maybe a couple of opening frags as well. We'll see as Team Mirage are corralled around this mid area.
Just some fire here in mid at one another. No one hitting those shots. Slow play here from Team Mirage as they try to decide where to push. As you can tell by the mini-map, the spike is still sitting back in spawn. Let's see what the call will be here for Team Mirage. They got about 40 seconds left on the clock. It takes about 4.5 to plant, so do your math here. Got about 31 seconds to get that down, including all the entries onto Team Canyon.
Team Canyon still holding on as now Mirage are deciding for this push onto B. There's 3 members strong waiting in the garage. 2 going to push in from heaven. We'll see how this plans out. Barrier orb will be used as Kellar and friends are ready to go, and kills are traded back and forth, going into the favor of Team Mirage. And now Team Canyon looking for that rotate over a little late to the jump. Brax not looking the right direction. Aceu will catch him with his pants down. And now Team Canyon looking to pull them back up, are looking to push on in. Curveball going to be used as well to swing around the corner. Not going to find anybody. But now they continue the fight. 3v3. Nothing waiting in the wings. Shots still coming out. Flash will come through as well. But they swing together and they dominate and decimate as Team Canyon come out on top once again, putting them at round number 9, inching ever so closely to the ESPN Esports title of the best genre team.
What an impressive performance by Mendo. He's not been bad throughout the entire tournament. He has definitely contributed to this Team Canyon run, but he's not had one map where he was clear above the best player on Team Canyon. That map is now. Mendo was 16-6-2 here. Really doing quite well for himself. He does have the ultimate also. If anything goes wrong, he can res at any given time, but making a good use of wall boost other than that one play on A site where he missed the jump. But overall, great game from Mendo.
Aggressive push here from Canyon to mid, getting an open frag. And that's going to be on the back of Sync. And now Mirage ready to lock and load. They're hoping for some sort of indication to push on in, but Dizzy will say not today. On the other side, we'll find a frag, and now 2 members down. Team Mirage corralling their forces together, sticking together may be the answer here. But again, it is the eco for them. Not hoping to waste too much time. Couple of shots ring out, and it's back and forth. Now the last member remaining is AZK, but he will find nothing. As Team Canyon, 2 rounds away from match point, 3 rounds away from winning the series. Jacob, a lot on the line here for Mirage. How can they bounce back in this attacker-sided half for them?
Well, unfortunately, with their agent picks, you do see Viper coming out from Skadoodle rather than Omen or anything else he has been playing over the last couple of weeks. With that Viper, very good on defense, can make the best use of the Jello on the site. But on offense, if you're not able to take in the first place, there's not really much going for you here in terms of putting it down or making plays in general. The smokes help, but they're not much better than Brimstones or any others, or Omens for that matter. Now we will have to see how they can do this. They need to make a good use of Breach and Brimstone together to get into some of these sites. For now, they've been unable to.
Prepare for hellfire.
Crucial kill on to Mendo from ATK. Orbital Strike will push them back. Sync actually will find Brax amongst the chaos. Now Team Canyon in an even playing field, 4v4. Stem Beacon going down to help the team get a bit of a increase in that rate of fire, but now Mirage, they still have that toxic screen that's holding off ramp, so they can turn it back on. Skadoodle will have that available. They also have the Viper Spitter, as we like to call it here, Jacob's Jello. Will they be able to take care of this A side? It will be Dizzy who's waiting on the other side. And now the rotation as well from the rest of the members. Molotov gonna stop the push potentially just for now. But with 26 seconds remaining, they've got a lot of time now. A lot of time that they need to quickly execute on. A couple of shots from Heaven. Sync will find 3, but Hiko will answer back. And now a 2v2 as Sky will answer back as well. Viper's gonna go down. That's Aceu that hops right out from Heaven, and he'll be taken down. But with 5 seconds remaining, the spike will successfully be planted. And Kellar will be the last to fall as Team Mirage finally put a round on the board. And it'll be their first round on the attacker side at half. And now 10-7, Team Canyon. Economy still in tow. Let's see how they react to Team Mirage's round win.
Perfect use of the Jello there from Skadoodle. You need to be able to get on site to put it down on attack. They were able to get in there thanks to some nice frags by Hiko running in to the site, able to get it down, frag out Kellar. Now that's down for a while, but you do see Breach ult up for Team Canyon and for Team Mirage. Very interesting ways to use that on both sides, depending on if you want to stop a plant or if you want to stop a defuse. It is one of the most powerful ultis in the game, clearly. See Orbital Strike up for Team Mirage also, and Revive, and now Phoenix ult is up for Team Canyon. See what they can do here, though, as they hover around mid.
Team Canyon still holding on here as Mirage really invested this mid push, and control of mid allows to falter off onto B or A. A lot of decisions can be made from holding off B, and Mendo alongside Sync will be the ones to hold things off. Sync will get an open frag onto Hiko, starting us off, as Mendo will still hold on here with the Bulldog.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Run it back, going to be used from Team Canyon to get a little bit of scouting information on the opposite side. And now Team Canyon looks to funnel on in. Scott will be the one that leads the push onto that B side, and they will take it quite convincingly, but still, there is one member on the site waiting in the wings. It's Sync. They will not know that he's there. Mendo up in Heaven. Spike's been planted, 4v4 scenario. Very crucial round for Canyon, but maybe even more crucial for Mirage to win. Nothing starts us off with a frag onto Dizzy. Sync gonna rotate over. Mendo as well with the kill. Scott quickly traded away, but a 2v3. The flash not really favoring Sync here, but Aceu will find the kills he needs. Scott will go down, and now it's all down to nothing. And he will swing the corner, but it's down to a 1v1. The Blaze Wall going to be going up. He's going to try his hand at the defuse, but Aceu will answer back. Switch over, but won't have time to defuse, as the clutch will come out from Team Mirage in 10-8. Jacob, this is down to the wire.
Great play there by Team Mirage to hold off that retake. Just enough time. Nothing playing there in the garage. Even though he got fragged out in the end, he was able to take one rather than two, giving him enough time to let that spike go off. Simo, can Team Mirage make this comeback? We do see Team Canyon now in an interesting position. Sheriffs and Ghosts coming out. Can they do it, though? Can Team Mirage take this over? Presumably, they have a massive advantage here in this round, which could make this 10-9. But do you think that they could scale all the way back and get it to 13?
Well, they're pushing heavy onto that A side. Brax will find two. Nothing special on an eco round. They were trying to get a few weapons. The pushes inaggressively would have netted them a few, but now Mirage on cleanup duty. Team Canyon, one last member remaining. Kellar on the Cypher. We've seen him do some miraculous work before. However, a 1v5 can be very difficult against ex-CSGO pros. A couple of Sheriff shots not going to connect, and it's a flawless round for Mirage. One step at a time, one round at a time for Mirage as they're 10-9. Close to tying things up. And I'd expect nothing less from Mirage clawing their way back into this round, into this match. But with 4 ultimates available, let's see how Team Canyon responds now. I think maybe with a full buy. We'll have to see as the scoreboard will likely pop up here really quickly in just a second. Team Canyon looking to still defend. Mirage will look to push in.
Synced with an opening frag onto Hiko. But Hiko gets rezzed by AZK. Back to a 5v5 for them.
Couple of pre-fire shots here through mid, making sure that no one's on the other side. Little do Mirage know there's a full armada ready to swing as the other 2 Team Canyon members are waiting on that A site. Cypher able to hold off the B site with just one little itty-bitty camera, giving him all of the information that he needs. And now nothing with the open frag onto Aceu. Gonna start us off. Molly gonna come through as well. Rolling Thunder pushing on into heaven, but the orbital strike will make them back away.
Stim beacon here.
Now the stim beacon gonna help them push through. Sync will find the kill, but turn around, Sync. There's a wild nothing. He comes up from behind. But now a 3v4, make it a 2v3 as things start to dwindle down. But now Team Canyon up on the ropes. Dizzy, the last one remaining. Spike yet
Team
to be
Mirage
planted.
has to get the plant. They should have it here.
Oh, Dizzy coming through. Finding that kill behind the box onto Brax and now putting them up 11-9. 1 round away from match point, and Mirage still need to put a couple more on the board to get there. We'll see how they do.
Good work by Dizzy there. Making the most of it too, using that breach ultimate to his advantage, pushing them off of the site earlier, so they could not reposition. They had to put it down or lose the round anyway and make the most out of the situation, and Dizzy did his best using that ult there to push them off and securing himself a significant retake in this match.
Is he looking for one of those sneaky little spy cams on the side of Brax, but Brax won't be anywhere near that. Hasn't used the spy cam just yet. Mirage playing the waiting game. Looking for the setup. Spike is behind B lobby. Some more pre-fire shots come through. It's very interesting to see how Team Canyon have held on. And we've talked about how strong their defensive sided half is. But is it strong enough to take the win over Team Mirage? They're up a few rounds here. Team Mirage just trying to break down that armor.
I have the spike.
Hiko and friends now waiting still.
You're dead.
Run it back going to be used, hoping to get a few entry kills into this mid area. With 30 seconds remaining, things will start to heat up as now Team Mirage afraid to push through. Mendo will find the kill onto nothing on the other side as the rotation will not be good. There's still a few more peeking. One more shot will come out. Mendo will not find that one. Slow orb will push him out. Fault line from afar. Dizzy looking for a few, but Mendo will find 2 more. And Kellar will answer back with the 4th match point here for Team Canyon. And they look to continue their domination in these last few rounds. Mirage up against the ropes Economy maybe not the best suited for them in this situation, but a forced buy is what they need to stay in the game. Jacob, will Team Canyon clutch it out, or will Mirage miraculously come back?
Mirage, just by the skin of their teeth, have the economy here to be able to buy across the board. This is make or break, and Mendo wants to put his foot on their throats. Impressive play by Mendo, the former Overwatch, the former Apex Legends pro, here looking to do this. And Team Canyon, or the majority of them, may have gotten ran over by the Team Liquid CSGO team in a show match last week. But they want to show that they can just be as good as other CounterStrike pros here against Team Mirage. And they are making it known here on Split. Impressive performance so far by Team Canyon, regardless of the outcome here. Now let's see if they can close this out.
Synced here as well as the kill traded back away, a 4v4 scenario. Things are starting to heat up. Team Mirage definitely feel the pressure. And for the first time in a long time, they will decide to go through Garage and make fast with that B push. But it's a couple of shots that come out, and Ska doing a little dance for him, trying to avoid those shots. Give me the fall line that comes through. Still a 4v4. Ska will open things up now. Sync sent back to the waiting screen. And they'll take control of that B site, but there's still a Cypher on the other side of the wall. It's Kellar. We've seen him time and time again. Be the killer that we need him to be. Mendo here with the operator. Viper's Pit going down. A few more utility pieces going down as well. Brax will find one. Dizzy will answer back, a 2v3. One on the other side of Garage. Mendo with the swing, finds one, swings around the corner. Hiko will answer back, and now Ska in the pit. Dizzy as well. Decay taking down his HB. One around the corner. He'll find one. It's a 1v1. Can they make it work? The spike is sticking down. Flash coming out as well. He's looking for Ska, but Ska will find him. And we're still in for another round.
Way too close for comfort for Team Mirage. They get the round. They successfully plan on B. They use the Viper's Pit. But guess what? They don't have that anymore. And wow, that was very close there from Team Mirage. What an incredible match we have had so far. We will see both teams now be able to buy out more or less. Synced is opting for the Spectre because of limited economy. But my goodness, Team Mirage barely edging that round out. Dizzy looked like he was poised to retake. And instead, we now see them hanging on to this.
Still round after round, and regardless of the economy, there's still that X factor of the overtime round. Each member of the team will receive 5,000 credits. And the economy won't matter. It'll just be pure skill, pure utility, pure gun skill. Mirage here poised for that mid control, but two will be waiting in the wings on the rotation over to A. Mendo there waiting with the up. It's Ska as well with the up, and they won't trade kills. And now control. Mendo still looking as he has been boosted up. Slow orb will come up as well. Dizzy will find a kill. Mendo will find a second. Rolling Thunder as well as the spike is down. And now Mirage are falling at the seams. Sync will find nothing. Two members remain as they funnel in through sewers. Dizzy will find one more. AZK will answer back, but it's Mendo that finds one last one. The dark horse is in the stable. The underdog has bite. As Team Canyon win the ESPN